You have your phone on?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Yay. Monday.
Yay. We love our Monday call.
Yeah. And tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
That's right.
So can I wish a great Valentine to everybody, single, not single, alone, married, in a relationship, miserable, happy, joyful. Okay, there is two people that will love you tomorrow, and that's Abby and I.
That's right. That is right. Yes, we will. That's so sweet.
All right, Abby, we have a question today, right?
We
And
do.
can you read it for me? I can't find it.
Yep, I have it right here, actually.
Okay.
So everyone, we're reading a question that's coming from our contact page. So I'll put the link below. If you ever have a question that you want us to answer on these Monday calls, you can click that link and just put it right in the form. So here's our question today. Is it possible to let go of having been let go or fired and all the subconscious meanings that that incident means about me?
All right, letting go. All right, so is it possible? So my answer in my experience is yes, you can let go of anything. It doesn't mean you forget. It doesn't mean you like it. It doesn't mean you don't get hurt or anything, but yes, you can let go. And in fact, letting go is the spiritual path, the most powerful, or maybe the only spiritual path. I have never met someone engaged on the spiritual path that didn't have to master letting go.
Mm.
And the faster you can let go, the more joy there is in your life.
Wow.
It's really directly correlated. If you apply yourself to learn the physical experience, the ontological experience of letting go, you will see the joy in your life just explode.
Mm.
Okay, so quickly, my answer is yes, I think it is possible, right? So the you get fired or let go, like they say, to be politically correct, that will reactivate every single decision you made about yourself.
Oh,
Any
absolutely.
failure, right? I mean,
Oh.
any failure will reactivate all the decision you made. I'm not good enough. I am weak. I am blah, blah, blah. I mean, whatever you decided about yourself, you are going to be in a whirlwind.
Oh my
right?
God. Yep.
Yeah.
Just the in the face of rejection or failure, it's natural that it would be a place where you would need to survive it or think that you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So it's Michael Singer that said, you must let go of what you think you are in order to be who you are. Right. So you need to let go of who you think you are to be able to be who you are. So this whirlwind of emotion that gets reactivated when you fail, this is a perfect opportunity to let go of who you think you are. So if you have a thought, I'm not loved, I'm hopeless, I'm weak, I'm not good enough, I'm a disaster, I'm a failure, I'm a monster, whatever decision we made about ourselves, and there is not that many, by the way. If you can get 2 or 3, you'll be good. Those are the important ones, right? So inside of this whirlwind, that's your opportunity to catch the thinking that is causing you suffering, right? So awareness is, as always, the ultimate power. So letting go, right? So the first step, I'll try to see if I can give some step to master letting go, right? So the first one is to let yourself experience the emotions and the feelings. This is what I've just said. Watch them, right? You have to suffer in consciousness. You know what I mean, Abby? It means like you're watching yourself with all the whirlwind and the thought, and you're watching it, but you're not it. You've got to, that's how you suffer consciously. It's like you are there and your human is going crazy. But you need to let yourself, your human, experience whatever comes up to be experienced. I know the big experience that is painful for me is heartbreak, right? When I'm sad and hurt. Like, I dislike it so much that I used to cover it up, right?
Yeah, totally.
But then I didn't have any freedom. I was hurt waiting to happen all the time.
Right.
Right? Until I discovered, oh, I was being a beaver. So if I said on this call about the beaver, but if I have, you can listen to it again. If I haven't, there it is. Human beings are beavers. I love those little animals, by the way. So what happened? A beaver builds dams, right? So they go to a river and they build a dam, and really strong one, and they work at it a lot, right? And then the water stay still on one side of the dam, and it's easier for them for whatever reason. I'm not going to get into their technique, but that's the way they feed themselves, and it works for them, right? But the dam and the weight of the water behind the dam calls for work all the time, because you have to just keep it up, this dam, right? Sometimes it breaks and there is a leak, and you don't want it to let it go too far, because otherwise the water will take away the dam, right?
Yeah, constant attention to the dam. Keeping it all at bay.
That's right. So why am I likening human being to beavers? Because let's say you get fired, right? And let's say, I have no idea, but I'm making up a scenario. Let's say it reactivates the decision you took when you were 5 years old that you were not good enough. You were a loser. Okay. So this, and the emotion that goes with a decision that you believe deep down to be the truth must be, I suppose, shame or embarrassment or heartbreak, something like that, right? But or anger, but a difficult emotion, right? That's when you become a beaver. You do not want to experience that emotion, so you build a dam. And if you look at your body and let yourself experience your body, you will see you build a dam at the level of one of your chakras. Some of it's in the throat, some of it's in the heart, some of it's in the tummy, right?
Wow.
And it's literally a dam. And what is a dam made of? Either a complaint, a resentment, or it's even, anger, or even working hard or being depressed, right? All those are the signs that you show to the outside world. Everybody can see the dam, right? But what is interesting to look at is, what does it hide? That's the emotion to get underneath, right?
Oh, that's really powerful. I've heard you talk about this a lot, and I haven't ever heard it that particular way, like that you might see those symptoms on the outside, depression, anxiety, anger, but really there's usually something under that's hiding.
Like, for example, I hid my hurt by being angry. Everybody could hear my anger, witness my anger, see my anger, and I keep working on my anger, which made absolutely no difference whatsoever.
Wow.
The only time I got free is when I realized, oh, I'm hurt. I don't need to attack somebody. I'm hurt. What I need to do is let myself experience the hurt. Nobody died of hurt. You can just breathe it in, right? And that's a courage, that it requires.
That is the courage.
Yeah.
That is really the courage to just feel that big feeling in the body, like that lives underneath.
Yeah. And then once you get to the still water, right, the hidden emotion you don't want to experience, you let it pass through you. You literally, you know, I always imagine the Kundalini. They talk about in the East, but you can say a column of energy, a river of life. You can, but I let those emotions, I breathe it in and I breathe it out and I offer it to the divine. That's how I do with my painful emotion. I literally let it wash up my body and offer it up.
Wow.
You know, we always send gratefulness and love and to the other dimension, but I send everything. I say, oh, well, listen, I'm here, right? I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you taking everything.
I love that. If I have to be the one who's here, you got to help me by just.
Yeah, everything. The rusted cars, the rotten trees that were behind my dam, the dead fish. Up you go. Yep. Yeah.
Up you go. I love that.
Yeah.
I really love that.
It's
So
so,
I saw a woman, I saw a video yesterday morning that I was like, wow, that's really beautiful. She was talking about this, but in a different way with different language. And she was talking about how she learned that she had things stored up in her body, just feelings that she wouldn't let out. And she was showing some techniques she used. Sometimes she shakes her body while she cries. Sometimes she taps while she cries. And she was just sharing that, like, you have to find your way that works really well for you to let yourself have the space to feel and to let it move. Don't get stuck in it. Move it out. Let it move.
That's right. Let it go up. And some people dance, some people meditate, some people talk, some people journal, right? Whatever works for you, but get to the emotion you do not want to experience. Okay. And you have to fully experience it until you realize, okay, maybe you have a cramp in your stomach or your heart is beating or you're sweating, but it's not going to be more than that, the emotion.
Yes.
Right. It's not the end of the world. So you have to just like, okay, everybody had a heartbreak before, we put our heart back together. Everybody was sad before, everybody was angry before. All right, we survived.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the first step. So once you can be really, you know, feeling more at ease with those emotions and you give yourself the right to experience them, I think the second step will be to take responsibility for what happened, right? So, you know, in my world, there are no victim, none. There are people that get victim on a moment, right? If you get raped, if you get attacked, if you get beaten up, that is somebody using physical strength to dominate you, right? But that is a physical victimization. You don't have to stay mentally victimized.
Right.
Right. And I actually never choose to be a victim because by definition, victims have no power. And I want power in my life to create the life I want. Right. So the world of the victim is out for me, whatever happens to me. So you need to find a place to be the originator. Right. I got fired, but a place that empowers you. For example, when there was September 11, right? I had my office on the 15th floor of the World Trade Center. And I was leading seminars every weekend to 300 people. And then the plane happened, thousands of people died. It was a total nightmare. And I went under, I became the victim of the planes and the terrorists, right? Well, I couldn't do my work being a victim. So I said, okay, what can I find to be the originator of what happened? I mean, you know, you have the planes flying and killing people and you have to say, okay, I'm the originator. Well, I found a place that gave me power to go on because otherwise I could not have gone on with my work. And I said to myself, okay, I'm going to make up something that really gives me power. There are some people in the world that so hate us that they have to fly planes into buildings to kill us. And we, the people that have education and health, and we, the lucky people in the world, then maybe we're not doing enough right? To make a world that is more just
Mhm.
and in equilibrium. So somehow it gave me, say, all right, do more work, educate more people. That is how you will be the originator. Now, it doesn't mean that the people that flew the plane shouldn't have consequences, which they did, right?
Right.
But at least I was in a place of power, right? So if you got fired, let go of where can you stand that will give you power? Did you not play 100% in your job? Is a company doing really badly and they really do need to let go of people? What is there for you to learn? Find a place that will give you power, right? It's not a place where you blame yourself. Responsibility has nothing to do with blame.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just like you do not want to be a victim.
Right.
So find a way. And then the third step for me is, once I am the originator, right? Is that then I use my faith. And my faith in the universe is the universe never makes mistakes. Always gives us what we need, not what we want. And I don't have to like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So there is a two magic question: what is there to give up and what is there to learn?
I really love how you talk about being the originator and creating a context for your life, because it's not make-believe in the sense that, like, we're always making up stories about stuff constantly. We're constantly looking at a coffee mug and making up 15 stories about just our coffee in the morning, right? So like we may as well be creating a powerful context where we're taking responsibility for our lives. And I think that's just a really brilliant way of becoming like engaged in your life and engaged with the universe. And it naturally leads to that next step of faith. It just naturally leads to that when you're engaged.
Because once you release this energy of resisting the experience, right, then you can dance. But if you resist and you don't want to experience what there is for you to experience, then those energy will control you. Wow. They won't release.
Right.
Right? It's a beaver.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Sophie.
Yeah. So, but like I said at the beginning, all spiritual growth is about letting go. I mean, truly, there is always something, isn't there?
Oh, goodness. Yes. There's just, as soon as you're like, wow, I've been really focusing on that thing and it seems like it's shifting, you get a few days and then something new to learn or let go.
It's never about getting something. Never. You have to let go of control. You have to let go of knowing. You have to let go of certainty. You have to let go of your need of safety. Ooh. Yeah. You need to let go. It's all internal work. It really is. The power comes from within, not anywhere outside. Right? And we all have control issues. I mean, those are good ones, right? We all try to control everything. So, that's also something to master.
Well, add that to the list of things to.
Yeah. And letting go is never ever to surrender like a doormat, right, to somebody or whatever. It really is, when I need to surrender and let go, what do I need to learn? What do I need to give up? I just think to myself, because if I don't, it's holding me back.
Yeah, that's the big piece, right? That's really it.
So it's the ultimate strength. You have to choose an extraordinary life or a life of resisting, which by definition will be ordinary. Right? And I really know the full possibility of life. So I don't want to be held back in any way, shape, or form. So give up. the entire spiritual journey so that you can fly.
Mm.
And once you do that, all doors will open. Who knows? You lose your job now, you think it's the worst thing that ever happened to you. And then 6 months down the line or a year down the line, you have your dream job, you meet your lover and your partner for life, and you move to another country. We never know what life has to offer, ever, ever,
Yep.
ever. You cannot plan it.
Right. Yeah, you really can't. There's
No.
always that potential of something shifting or something new happening. That's the uncertainty that we dance with here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So read me the question one more time to make sure I answered everything.
So the question again is it possible to let go of having been let go or fired, and all the subconscious meanings that this incident means about me?
Yeah, I don't know about the word subconscious. I never know what it means, right? For us, we're made of consciousness, right? This is quantum physics teach us that we're not made of atoms. Even atoms are made of consciousness. You can also call it energy, right? So unconsciousness or maybe subconsciousness is just, you are consciousness, but it's just a lack of awareness.
Yep.
Right? So it's being conscious without any awareness. It's like the sleepwalker. So wake up and look. It's not a mystery. You cannot escape it. So do the work. And unfortunately, in my experience, most people don't want to do the work.
Yes, that's the thing. You have to really go for it.
Yeah.
There's a good exercise that Byron Katie has people do, which is called the "that means that" exercise. So I got fired. That means that I'm making this up. I suck. I suck. That means that. You just keep going until you get to the root. And that can be a way, because this person was saying all the meanings attached to it. You can really look at actually all the meanings that you have attached to I got fired.
Yeah. Yeah. And not believe them.
Yep, exactly. And not believe them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And there is also humbleness, right? When you do all those steps, then after that, I always get to the point where I know nothing. And
that's powerful.
Yeah, you don't have to control anything or figure out everything. And all my compassion goes to that person, because it's not easy to be let go of, right?
Absolutely.
We also want to belong and be loved and admired and all that. It is so, it is just heartbreaking. But you know what? Life is about experiencing what is coming at you. So go for it.
Yeah. And I think that that's a great final message, Sophie. What you just said is that I think that this work, the more that you do it with yourself, and the more that you see that it's just human nature to have these things triggered and have to work through it, I think it gives you so much more compassion for humanity. Just everybody's just got a hurt little 5-year-old in there that's just, trying to survive until we wake up from that. And so I think it gives us a lot of compassion.
Yeah, I got really moved lately by noticing how much people want to belong and how difficult it is in our world.
Oh gosh, yes.
So compassion for yourself and compassion for others. All right, Abby, do you want to see if we have any questions?
Let me just check really quick.
Want to see if we have any?
Oops, sorry, everybody. I don't see any comments. Let me see here. Nope, not that I can see. And thank you, all of you that are here with us. We were just talking about how much we love these calls, and it's just so fun to be here with you and spend this time together on Mondays.
Yeah. All right, everybody, have a great week. And for the people in my course, I'll see you in a few hours. Much love, everybody.
Hi, everyone. We love you.
Bye.